Morning, everyone. Every day that we're involved in this impeachment is a sad day for America, and yesterday was one when we were given no choice but to send to the Senate 2 articles of impeachment against Donald Trump, the President of the United States. The President necessitated this by his abuse of power and his obstruction of Congress, and his actions, which undermined our national security, violated his oath of office to protect and defend the Constitution, and jeopardized the integrity of our elections.
They shouldn't have to consider new evidence, like the Parnas material.
That the Government Accounting Office confirmed that the President's actions at the center of our impeachment articles, withholding congressionally approved military aid from Ukraine, was illegal. And these are their words. These are the words of the GAO. Faithful execution of the law does not permit the President to substitute his own policy priorities for those that Congress has enacted into law. The Office of Management and Budget withheld funds for a policy reason which is not permitted under the Empowerment Control Act. The withholding was not a programmatic delay. Therefore, we conclude that OMB violated the Empowerment Act. The OMB, the White House, the administration broke the law. They say we conclude that they violated the Empowerment Control Act. This reinforces, again, the need for documents and eyewitnesses in the Senate.
Other tech executives have too much power.
Under other circumstances, if somebody like Parnas came forward and there was evidence, there was reason to believe that some of that was factual, there would be a special prosecutor appointed. Does anybody think that the rogue attorney general is going to appoint a special prosecutor? No, because he's implicated in all of this. This is an example of all of the president's henchmen, and I hope that the senators do not become part of the president's henchmen.
Timing of the Parnas documents was perplexing to her.
This testimony implicated the rogue attorney general, who has been the puppet of I don't know who's the puppet, Trump or the attorney general, but this is not. He says, "This is my attorney general. This is my Department of Justice." Really? So in any case, it's not a question of saying what proof. It says what allegations have been made, and that has to be subjected to scrutiny as to how we go forward. But it should not be ignored in the context of other events that have happened that would substantiate some of that.
Now, and whether more may be coming.
Well, it's up to the president. I mean, the president has some options. He can come that day, and we are prepared to welcome him that day. He could send a printed copy, which was for a long time the tradition. The president would send a copy of his State of the Union address, or he could ask us to postpone it if, in fact, he wants to have it after all of this is resolved. But the timing of the investigation, the trial of the president for obstructing Congress and abuse of power should not be hastened because of a speech he wants to make to the Congress of the United States.
Thank you.